Gaffer, a busy week. How's it been in the building?
Yeah, it's been good. I think it's after Saturday. I thought the second half we were miles better. I thought we had a go. I think that's all you can ask for. They worked their socks off. Obviously, after 10 minutes, everything goes out the window. We have to take someone off and change it a little bit again. I think we just about got through hard time, and I thought we were excellent second half. We had a right go, and I think that's speaking to the supporters afterwards. They were relatively pleased, obviously, with the performance. Like, obviously, we gutted that we couldn't get over the line. I think this season we've played well and not got what we deserved. I speak to other managers and it's like, oh, we got battered, and then they've won the game. Do you know what I mean? So I think we just have to be mindful that we still need to get over the line in games, like we did in the Colchester game. We did just about in the Notts County games. The other games we've been well in the games, and we just need the moments of either end where we have to be better, and we're not a million miles away. And I think that's been the sort of the message this week. Really, the lads have been excellent. Probably today was the best training session we've had for a long while. I looked at it. Look, that's not going to win us a game of football. We know that, but if we can get more consistency in our week to week, players are starting to come back, which is great. Seeing injured players on the grass now filtering in with the training sessions, it's massively helping. I think it's give a massive boost to the group.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of training today, there weren't many that weren't out actually on the grass. So many back out there, just back with the lads, which must be really
yeah.
big.
Shame half of them are suspended, but it's great to have the lads back in and around it. MJ was kind of near enough back in today. Fletch was in and out of it. You see Rax back on the grass, still a little bit away, but back on the grass. Innis back on the grass. Obviously Josh, first training session really today, so it was great to see him. It's great to actually see a decent number training. We had a bounce game on Tuesday, which I think we needed just to try a few things for the game on Saturday, and to sort of keep doing the messages that we've been saying, going over the messages that we've been saying in the last few weeks. And we played really, really well. Took a lot from it, and they've come back really, really good today. And it's nice to see. I think it's give the lads a bit of a boost to see the other lads starting to filter back into the group now.
You mentioned Josh's name there, somebody who's done very well for the football club in the past. What made you want to bring him back?
Look, well, to be fair, I mean, he like when there was sort of an opportunity for him to come back, he was desperate to come back. One, to play, one, because it was Barrow. He had such a good time here. He knows the club. And I think we after obviously seeing the Wits news the day after, I think it was really important that we got someone like him in. Even training today, I was really impressed with him. His work rate, his sharpness, he's sort of he's not the sort of tallest, but he puts his body about. He wins headers. He's something different to what we've got. And I think he'll be a really, really good addition for us.
What does that say about the culture of the club that two players from the last couple of weeks have had really good spells here and are desperate to get in as soon as they hear about their interest?
I mean, it just shows the sort of lads they are really, because no disrespect, like we've they're at Burton, they're at Walsall, where it's, they train at St George's Park, Burton, you've got Walsall, I've been their training ground, etc. But I think because of the club, the people, the match day, the crowd, just that, people are coming into this football club and, love it because of, like myself, because of the people, because of how welcoming, how good the staff are here and at the ground. It's a real good place to be, and because of that, you really want to do well for people. And they see that. I think they see that when you speak to them. They get the club, and I think sometimes it's hard to get the club because it's different, where you're training and where you play. Just everything about it is unique, and I think that's great. And they buy into it, which is fantastic, and that's why we have gone back to the Witzes, we've gone back to the Josh Gordons, because they get it. And I think first and foremost you have to get it, and they certainly do. And I'm really looking forward to Josh putting that shirt back on again.
Yeah, I mean, Josh will be putting on that shirt for the first time again this weekend. Swindon at home. What kind of challenge do Swindon bring?
Tough, a very, very tough challenge. Their squad's fantastic. They've just brought in 4 players in the last week. 2 of them are pretty high profile. Fantastic footballers. Obviously a top manager who's, been at the sort of highest level. He's infectious and enthusiastic, and you can tell they've bought into him. He's bought into them. They've won 4 out of 6, 5 out of 6. Just gone to the top of the league and won comfortably. Obviously played Reading, League One team, won. So we know it's going to be a tough game, but again, we will massively respect them. But we don't fear anybody. Like we said that last year. Even this season, we've gone to toe to toe with pretty much everybody in the league so far. It's been the odd goal, Chesterfield, and sort of Harrogate, Fleetwood. Do you know what I mean? And even circumstances in those games with injuries, suspensions in that game. It's kind of that's hurting us a little bit at the moment, but we're not a million miles away. And we'll come on Saturday and hopefully try and win a game of football, and that's all. And I think if the lads keep putting in the performances and the sort of heart and desire they showed, especially second half on Saturday, that goes a long way into getting points and positive results.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate.